Hello, everyone. Welcome to today's exploration of JavaScript variables. In this video, we'll be delving into this fundamental building blocks of any JavaScript program. By the end of this video, you'll have a solid grasp of JavaScript variables. So let's get started. First things first, what exactly are variables in JavaScript? Well, think of them as containers that can store different types of data, such as numbers, text, or true-false values. Variables are essential for working with data in your code, providing a structured way to manage and manipulate information. They enhance code readability by assigning meaningful names to values, making it easier for both you and other developers to understand the purpose of each piece of data. Additionally, variables facilitate code maintenance and updates, allowing you to modify values in one central location rather than scattering changes throughout your entire code base. In the end, variables empower flexible, dynamic programs adapting to scenarios by holding and processing diverse information. Now, let's dive into how you declare variables. JavaScript offers three keywords for this: var, let, and const. Each has its own purpose. Var is the oldest function scoped, accessible throughout the entire function. Let is block scoped, limited to the block it's defined in, like within the loop or conditional statement. Lastly, const is also block scoped, but with the added restriction that you can't reassign it to a new value after initialization. And now let's discuss the rules for naming variables, a crucial aspect of writing clean and readable code. So how do we name them? Let's dive into some essential rules. First and foremost, your variable names should be meaningful and descriptive, providing insight into the data they hold. For instance, using full name instead of a generic name makes your code more readable. Variable names should not start with a number. Imagine trying to declare a variable named first name. JavaScript won't be too happy about that. Say no to special characters. A variable named name violates this rule. Stick to letters, numbers, and underscores. Variable names should not be too long. Take the first name of the user on the system, for example. Concise and to the point is the way to go. Variable names should not be too short. Using n to represent a name doesn't provide much context and makes your code harder to understand. Use camel case. This convention capitalizes the first letter of each word, except the first one. So first name and birthplace are perfect examples. However, steer clear of poor practices like first name with inconsistent capitalization and first name with underscores instead of camel case, as they violate the camel case convention. Lastly, it's crucial to steer clear of reserved keywords such as return function or if when naming your variables. And these words carry specific meanings in JavaScript, and introducing them as variable names can lead to confusion and unexpected behavior in your code. How to declare variables, but how do you assign values to them? It's as simple as this. Var city name equals New York, and then through subsequent assignments, we change it to Los Angeles and Chicago. Similarly, the variable city population initially holds the value 1 million and is later updated to 2 million. And finally, we can declare a variable city area without an initial value and then assign it the value 100. And this code snippet, we're showing the process of reading values from variables in JavaScript. We've declared three variables: full name, birth date, and country, each holding specific information. And then using the console log statement, we are displaying a message that combines these variables to form a coherent sentence. The plus sign here is not for addition, but for concatenating the strings. So when executed, the console will output a personalized message stating, I am John Williams, and I was born in 1990-0101 in the USA. And this showcases how we can retrieve and use variable values to create dynamic and meaningful output in our code. In this code, we've introduced 3 fundamental data types in JavaScript. City name is a string holding textual data. The city population is a number representing numeric values. And the is city capital is a Boolean indicating true or false values. Next up, we have arrays in JavaScript, which are collections of values of any type, strings, numbers, or Booleans. Country cities is an example of an array showcasing how it can store different types of data within a single variable. Next, country data is an object. It's like a container with labeled compartments for various information about a country. In this case, we have the country's name, capital, and population. Objects enable us to structure and organize related data in a meaningful way. Now that we're knee-deep in variables, check out city population. Initially, it's holding the value 1,000,000 as a number. But here's the twist. Variables in JavaScript aren't strictly typed. Observe as we effortlessly transform city population into a string and then back into a number. Fascinating, right? JavaScript's flexibility shines here. No rigid data type declarations, but remember, with great power comes responsibility. Now let's explore variable scope. There are 2 main scopes, global and local. Global variables can be accessed from anywhere in your code, while local variables are limited to the specific block where they're declared. In this snippet, we have the global variable, which is declared globally, making it accessible throughout our entire code base, providing a consistent value across functions. Now, within example function, we introduce local variable confined to the function's scope. Both global variable and local variable are accessible inside this function. As we step outside example function, we have global variable maintains its accessibility, a testament to its global nature. However, attempting to access local variable beyond its defined scope triggers a reference error highlighting the importance of understanding and managing variable scopes in JavaScript. And that wraps up our whirlwind tour of JavaScript variables. I hope you now have a solid understanding of what they are, how to declare and use them, and some best practices for clean code. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss our next tutorial. Bye for now.